Hello, good evening, and welcome to the stream. Yes, we're here. Happy days. Hello all, yes, it's me. And for those watching in 160p, hello! There we go. Where are we up to? Complete 3 daily missions. Well, I should pick some up. I still have the ravs from the last stream. I only did, like, I think 1 or 2. And welcome to the stream, Saavick. Yes, indeed. Regular daily I want, don't I? I'm applying for a job. Straightforward, please. Goodbye. So the little enforcer is currently 188. I've already got the confused myself then. I thought it was letting me try and pull the mission twice. I was like, wait, what? Goodbye. Okay. Place the bomber. Oh, that's a nice quick one. Do you mind? It's still doing the do. Oh, I need to social media. Yes, we do. That'll do. Right, one on Discord. I've already twitted. Soto Mohoney, hello from Omni3. Yes, indeed. I need a browser window. Yes, there we go. Bookface. Yes, they eventually got the last night's stream to behave, as in the VOD, because I try and do it. I export it, and sometimes it just gets stuck at 360p. It'll do it for days sometimes, and sometimes I did it once just to see. 3 weeks it took to process a video. If I just left it to it. Thankfully, because I'm exporting from Twitch, I just re-export it and leave it to its own devices. Hello from Tia. He's out spying again. Are you being a spy? I think he's being a spy. Are you alive as well, Mr. Trousers? You hiding in the rooftops all over Tia somewhere? I'm big. I am a big. Sounds like the most ridiculous thing in the world. Alright, that's fully charged. Good. I may have to go make a fresh cup of tea. I forgot to do that before I started the stream. I'm doing the ICC thing. What was Mihalik suggesting for a weapon yesterday? He came on the stream and he was saying, what are you using? I said, it's an OFAB Mark 6. And he was going, oh, you want to get an alien version? I was like, really? A hammer. Someone else said, they'd be better off using the Sector 7 thing. And I was like, what, really? Surely the expense of buying the OFAB bear was worth it. Apparently no. Might check GMI again though. Where's my bomber? Yep. Plan tonight, try and hit 190 and then, oh my god, make a start on some of the Inferno quests. We're doing those this week, I think. Today and tomorrow. I've already got the Libra codes, you see. So like, one up for us guys. Because they dropped at the Saturday alien event. 4 or 5 Libras spawned as mini-bosses. I did manage to loot one for myself. Oh, I got RRP. I'll do all the RK ones first. Black Market Bioware. Oh, I want to get a fixer grid for that. So how the devil is everyone? It's Monday again. I know it's a depressing time for most people. You know, it's one thing or another. But, yeah. Still Monday. I think Saavick was actually in work. Not just working, but actually in work. Today. That was good. Well, I assume it's good. I have no idea. Yes, I was. Well, you told me. Don't look so surprised, dear. You told me. You've just forgotten that you told me, so now you think I'm clairvoyant. And I'm not. I just happen to remember you telling me. Hello, are you there, Fixer? You don't look there to me. There's another one there. I can always log my own. Simple enough job. Gamul 11111. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. How the devil are you? Right, there's me. And let's get another me. Let's get the Froob Fixer. He can give me a fixer grid. Rosie 2020. Hey guys, hello. Welcome to the stream. Or Rosia 2020, perhaps. I don't know. You tell me. I probably got it wrong. I usually do when it comes to pronouncing names. Oh. No, not that thing. I want this thing. Yes, I do. Right, let's go. Call me Rose, okay? Is it Rosia or Rose? I'll always get it wrong, don't worry. Hi, Rose. Yes, indeed. We will call you Rose, because you said, please call me Rose. Pretty simple, really. And into the grid, and then remember to go and move the Froob away from the grid, otherwise you'll stand there seemingly being rude to lots of people when you don't answer their requests for fixer grid and HOTS and everything else, because you're not actually on that window. Right. Where is this? Black Market Bioware is, I guess, 9M is about the nearest. Yep, middle for diddle. I've had this mission a couple of times this week, I think. So to Mahoney, hello friends, Morphers, welcome to the stream. So have you got your own stream going on at the moment, or are you just recording things or something, or are you just literally spying in tier? I'm sure we did this yesterday. I am not at liberty to say. Well, you're in the town of my first toon's birth. I think only one of my toons hasn't been started in tier. I think only ever one of them started in Old Athen. No, not even Old Athen. West Athen. Experimental cyborg. I've already got one. Haven't got that though. Please wait. Oh, you can't loot anything after using Challenger. It's silly. ASA 22N. Hello, Drama y Calibros. Drama la Calibros? Okay. No idea. Did that? You can't loot after casting. You've got a weird cooldown on Challenger. You can't loot anything, and you've got the nano skill debuff for a few seconds as well. Oh, hello, Damas and Calibras. Oh, right, okay. Was that Spanish? Portuguese? I can never tell. I'm terrible at both. So, yeah. Of course, I can't figure out which one's which. And we got that one. We need more mobs. Hey, ugly. Ooh, NCU. I really need to upgrade my NCUs. Mexican. What do you... Spanish in Mexico, isn't it? Or is it a different form of Spanish altogether? I thought it was Spanish, yeah. No, nothing doing here. I just sense Winchester, though. If anybody needs, I'm going to leave it. You've only got 2 minutes to get all the way out here and grab it, though. German Microwave, welcome to the stream. Look at those epic shadows. I am a pig. You will die. From Spain, yeah. I think I've run out of mobs to kill. Oh. And I still haven't got all 3 bits. That's a problem. I got one of these last time as well, didn't I? The computer helmet. The complete one. Zoop! Ayo, welcome to the stream. Good evening, wise sir. How goes the fro? Well, the beard's probably the froest thing I've got. We are Zoop. Assimilation. You will be assimilated. Oh, you won't. Come on, drop me another random bears cyborg thing. Nostros somos. Soup. Oh, there we go. Where much dinero. Mucho dinero. Even I know mucho dinero. Has he got any money? We got... No, we didn't have the arm. Let's grab the arm and GTFO. Okay. Awful lot of fog here for some reason. Yeah, it's just there. Couldn't see from one side to the other. Dinero, unless you're an ancient Roman asking for dinero. Right, okay. Yes, but the Romans spoke Latin, didn't they? They speak Latin? Or was it sort of mixed? Because I know the way one of the things the Romans would do is they'd invade somewhere and go, right, you're part of Rome now. Oh, actually, while I think of it, let's go and get rid of these. I hate having an inventory full of mission stuff. He said, right, you're Romans now. And what they would do with the local nobles is say, right, just, you know, live like a Roman, honour our gods, and keep your job, basically. Just give us the kickback, you're now part of Rome. Was how they used to do it, rather than, you know, trying to police all the local tribes or what have you. They would just make the head honcho of the tribe that was left after they invaded and just say, right, you're now a Roman, so you can stay in charge, keep your big house. In fact, we'll help you build a much nicer house with, you know, flowing toilets and things. We'll introduce you to the concept of sanitation. Oh, and heated flooring. That's why they did so well for a while, but I think they just thinned out. What caused the end of the Roman Empire? I'm sure I studied it in school, and they've sort of rewritten it a few times, saying actually mosaics. Yeah, the mosaics. Well, they had mosaic floors in a lot of the buildings. I've watched tons of stuff about that. Asterix the Gaul. The Roman Empire ended with Asterix the Gaul. Okay, looks like I'm behind somebody else tonight for the old Mantis Daily. Yep, nothing in sight. Looks like someone's been through at a rate of knots. So we're waiting on spawns. Joy of joys. Oh, well, there's one. One of those. And one of those. And relax. Economy based on constant expanse. Yeah. Well, it's like most capitalism is based on constant growth, isn't it? Problem is, there's only so many people in the world, and there's only so much planet for us to stand on. So, yeah. We need to get to the 24th century in a hurry, you know, like the Federation and everything. Although, chances are nothing like that will ever happen. I think it'll be more like The Expanse, if you want the truth. I think we'll probably head in that direction. You know, people colonise Mars and then 6 years later declare independence. Colonise the outer asteroid belt where they mine for resources. And then they declare independence and so on and so forth. And then everybody fights in between all themselves, and we never really get much done. It's really good, The Expanse, if you ever watch it. You need to start at season 1. They did do, before season 3, Kevin Smith does a motor-mouth. What's happened so far? In The Expanse, but it's better if you just watch it than try and take in all the information he's giving to you. Although, to be fair, his introduction to season 3 is actually really funny. Oh, I forgot to put my extra light on. Bear with me. There we go. Extra light. Probably buggered the camera now. I think the camera decided it was all sorted. So while you're doing that, we're going to go intermission. We're going to make sure the camera... Oh my god, I'm anemic. That's okay, that's okay. Low light compensation off! Don't auto aperture. There we go. Why does it always insist on changing its bloody self? There we go. Still looks a bit dark though. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, the colour temperature in the room is 520. Yeah, it always... There we go. Always wants to change the white balance. Both light sources are 5,200 Kelvin. And it always wants to change it to some random thing. No matter how many times I turn off auto, it turns itself back on. Healerson, hey Collis, how you doing? Is that an OFAB 2-hand blunt? It is the OFAB Bear, yes indeed. Quite correct. Yeah, the bulb above me is 5,200 Kelvin. This strip light over here, that's 5,200 Kelvin, and then it goes, oh, let me just randomly pick a different colour balance. I end up looking like the most anemic ghost. And my honeyburst Les Paul turns into a plain Les Paul. No burst Les Paul, and the white one looks incredibly white. That's how you can tell it's right, is the white one looks white. I wish the illegal bear had full auto. I think we'd all like that. I don't think we're going to get it though. Maybe there's some in the spare room. Yay, we found one. Oh, fast attack. It does have fast attack. Fast attack, brawling, Dimash. You've got to upgrade it to Type 6, or Mark 6 rather. But yeah, it has fast attack. Oh, do you mean the illegal bear? Is that the little one from the subway? Oh, right, yeah. I mean, you could make a little version of this, but I wouldn't do that. I would probably just have to do without it and, you know, use the illegal one, then get an Leb's rod and upgrade that. And just sort of live without the brawl. And then get a howlet. I would definitely recommend the howlet. It's really good. Especially with crit buff, etc. Yeah, Scott got the Naleb's rod on at level 6, so I would say you can definitely do it at level 25. Mind you, Scott's twink was a really good twink, like, you know, so... Yeah, level 6. He had a plus 10 ring, and he just done all the... He did all the portal quests, with a lot of outside help, obviously. At level 6, but yeah. Level 6, he could dominate the entire subway, and then he could kill everything in... yeah, pretty much everything in Temple of the Three Winds as well, except for Azzy. Yeah, he took his twink to the collector. That was like, wait, what? I don't even know how they kept him alive when he was doing that. Because he couldn't wear Hold Hell at Bay when he was getting there via Pand or whatever, but he did manage it. You got him to the beast, yeah. You're okay once you're on the beast platform though, aren't you? You couldn't do it at the collector. Yeah. Oh, going over the... It is hard to do that, yeah. That was an awesome twink, I thought. It's a shame, really. Yeah, it's become a bit routine, this daily, I've got to be honest. Haven't actually had a chance to try the Queen yet. He was saying he may remake that, but he wants to establish a couple of other tunes first, and I kind of get that. I probably would as well. Like, yeah, I need to get a couple of things on the go. I hope he does it. It was an awesome twink. Pretty sure Hack and Quack will be more than enough to sustain the dot damage at that level. What, level 6? Yeah, maybe, actually. I know he got anchored a lot. And apparently Syntax was saying, actually, you can go straight there. With something about one of the missions. Beacon Warp works inside it. Or something like that, which is dodgy. Is dodgy, but they've left it open, so people will do it. Yeah, it might be enough if it ticks fast enough. I keep thinking the Pandemonium dot. Yeah, I can't think how quickly it ticks. It's quite quick, though. Yeah, I can't use Rage, Challenger and Mongo with all the other buffs I've got running at the same time. It's like, pick one and stick with it. There we go, Mongo, I can't challenge now. Not enough NCU. We finally get to 190 and actually spend IP. Challenger is the most important buff because it makes you big. Yes, I agree. If you're not big, you've failed. You're an enforcer. You're supposed to be big. Can we have some dramatic music, please? Yay, there we go. Healerson. Enf was probably the most boring prof to level for me. It feels so slow damage-wise. Yeah, I would agree damage-wise, yeah. Keeper wasn't too bad. Have you ever done one of those self-buffed and self-funded runs? Yep, first character, obviously. It was called 2001. All of 2001 and most of 2002. Nearly all my characters are self-funded though. AO hardcore. Well, no, because that's not the fun of AO for me. The fun of AO is when you play it with other people. You know, so when you push the limits of what you can and can't do in the game, etc. That's the fun part. Like twinking, for example. My first character received 10 million on the first hour. It took me weeks and weeks and weeks before I had anything close to 1 million on my first character, Kalos 2. Whose tech? Whose tech is this? I'm getting a Zoop AO vibe here. I'm getting a Zoop AO vibe. Is this a Zoop AO vibe? There we go. Yeah, the Rav can't touch me. Just calm it and leave it for the next guy. Yay, Guardians. And he spawned up halfway. No. We're behind somebody somewhere. Yeah, it took me a while before I had a med suit mule. My second ever character was Omni. Just so he could go and buy med suits. And then sell them to other players. I think the first time an other player gave me credits, wasn't actually buying something from me, was a mate of mine who got a rare drop of some kind that he sold for 2 million back in the day. I think it was a grid armor or something. And he said, "Oh, you know, if you need any creds, I'll throw you some creds." And he gave me 500,000. I was like, "Wow, 500k! I'm so rich." And I went off and, bought clusters for implants, custom implants, my God. Used to think I was the dogs when I had that small amount of money. I was like, my God, I'm so rich, Yeah, because up until that point, unless you knew someone who could make them for you, you just, if you rolled missions for rewards, you tried to roll them for, implants. And occasionally you'd find that, and most of the ones I had on at the time were just whatever I found in a chest. So, oh, I found an arm implant. Cool, I can have an arm implant.
I found my first Yalm in a chest. It was kind of like, oh my god, I found a Yalm. But I was on a little Advi, so it was kind of like, yeah, but I can actually fly with this, not just go fast. Because Sparrow Flight used to be Adventurer Morph Sparrow, and it added like 400 run speed. It was awesome, or maybe 200. And then it wasn't until you got Kalia's Morph Parrot you actually got flight. Is that little guardian just... No, that's a breeder. There's usually a guardian right there. But he's not. Mine was... I've probably still got it on Kalos too, you know. I wouldn't have thrown it away. Eventually I joined a guild and stuff. Yay, breeders now. Go on, kaboom, 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 kaboom. Yeah, the damage difference between a sub 200 Enforcer and a 220 NT is slightly like a vast chasm of damage difference. I'll be back in a sec. I'm going to get some water, I think. Right, I'm assuming you've got in here. Kaboom, 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 kaboom. Oh, wrong way. One more there's no thingy isn't up, I don't think. No, that's the corpse. Mantis egg. Peridite. No, I'm not waiting around for them. That's already updated the freelancers anyway, so... goodbye. Done. Right, I'm going to go to... Penumbra for a Doja. Did I marry in game? No, never. Mrs. Kalos 2 did. And the person she married got a bit weird. We were like, it is just a game, she's with me, don't get weird with it, so... yeah. Some people know where to draw the line when role-playing. Some people are a bit of a fantasist and you got to be careful. So yeah, no, I never got married. Bear 87, good evening, sir. Where's all this sir coming from? Anyway, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Yeah, don't call me sir. It's like fitting a elevator in your toilet. It's completely unnecessary and doesn't belong. Young chap, yes. You can call me young if you like. I appreciate it. I know it's not true. Kalos just sounds kind of knight-like. Well, it was kind of... That was the idea when I made him, you know. He was meant to be a nomadic knight, you know. Which one was it? Was it... wasn't Lancelot. It was... Wasn't it Percival was... Oh, I can't remember my Arthurian legend. But yeah, of the Knights of the Round Table, one of them was hardly ever there. He was always out in the world and... You know, all that kind of stuff. Out, you know, righting wrongs and being sort of an early sort of sheriff or, you know, as in sheriffs as they used to be in the UK. Carl is a sentinel, not Knight of Avalon. Sir out and about a lot. Yeah, that's him. The cool one. Yeah. Lancelot... Wasn't Lancelot the one that fancied... Arthur's wife, or they had an affair, or I don't know. I'm sober. I can't remember. I used to quite like those legends and the books written around them and stuff. You know, the sword in the stone and all that kind of thing. Yeah, Gwendolen, which is a Welsh lady, same as Merlin is a Welsh name as well. Merlin was a Welsh wizard, a druid. I think that's what sucked me into it. There's all the Welsh connections to the story. And it was the red dragon fought the white dragon, which is why the red dragon ended up on the Welsh flag. All ties into it. 15 years. Yeah, we still actually have sheriffs in the UK, you know. Not many, but we do have them. They have more powers than the police, etc. I think especially in Scotland, because their legal system is very similar to the British one, but it is actually different. It's like, you know, like I think in the States you've got state law and federal law, don't you? Well, in the UK, Wales, Scotland and England are still three separate countries, but united as a single kingdom. Yeah, they are kind of like mini judges, yeah. I think they're more of a thing in America, though. Like like in Britain, usually in England there'll be a magistrate, but they still have sheriffs for certain... You know, they take on some of the more tricky roles, etc. More of a maverick kind of a thing. Closer to a sheriff in the States, really. Which is probably where it sort of filtered through from the early settlers, you know. Town needs a sheriff, you know. A lot of places have 4 layers of government. Yeah, exactly. The more layers of government you have, unfortunately, the more bureaucracy there is. But also, on the plus side, the less control any single person has, which is better. Federal, state, county and municipal. Yeah, we've got something similar here. So we've got like a Welsh Assembly, who are like the government of Wales. And they're quite sensible for the most part. Then each... borough has its own county council, and then each parish within that has their own town council, which I guess is your municipal. Each has to ask the other for money to do things, and it's like a never-ending battle of wits, you know. The dreaded House Owners Association, we don't have that here. There's no house owners malarkey here. Yeah, it wouldn't fly in the UK. I think people have tried to do it. They started with things like Neighbourhood Watch, they're good. They make old, you know, vulnerable people feel safer. But really, you don't need a house owners association if you fund your police and education systems properly and do something to help, poorer families. If you do those two things, you don't need them. But those three things require, the main government, the council. It requires all four layers to pull their finger out and work together. They never ever do. It's just one of them things, Yeah, all that you have to keep your lawn a certain way, and I mean there's things like council housing, and you do have to maintain your property or you will be evicted. But I mean, their standards are are ones that most people would agree with, like you can't have raw sewage in your front garden and things that are a health hazard. Like you can't suddenly decide you're going to have a nuclear reactor in your garage and stuff like that, You can't be burning tons of crap in your back garden without you're not allowed to do that. But that's a council law that you're breaking, sort of thing. State law here gets tricky due to travel. The number of times I've accidentally committed felonies is nuts. Friggin' New Jersey. Isn't that where Bon Jovi are from? Or some of them are from. The impression I get from most of the American people I talk to about housing associations is they're a bunch of jumped up, power-hungry, petty-minded individuals that want to be important or something. Karens, yeah, they're just basically Karens that like to feel self-important. When people who are like that really, really shouldn't ever be put in a position of authority. The worst kind of people. But as always, the people who seek power, as it's often been said, are the last people you should ever give it to. And yet, that's what we do. Yeah, parish council's kind of similar, yeah. No flags in your front garden, only in the back garden, where we don't have to look at it. There's a couple of veterans in the street I live in, quite a few in the town I live in. It's quite nice as well, because they all sort of, you can tell, they've all got that look in the eye. You can tell. Like a couple of them were in the Falklands conflict, and they will raise the Falklands flag in their back garden every April 2nd, and leave it up there for the couple of months. But they're not allowed to put it on the front of their house. Right, excuse me, my phone is making noises. Must be an alarm I set a long time ago. I'm sorry, I'm just outside Philly. Yeah, the place where Mrs. Carlos 2 works, which is, it's just a local bar with, and it's also a hotel, and it's very family orientated and whatnot. But most of the locals that drink there, they're all ex-forces. Somebody did something a bit silly in the toilets one evening. I won't say what on the stream, but basically. Yeah, okay. Okay. And the landlord, so I told the landlord went and got hold of them, and they when they pulled him out of the room, there was about 30 chairs went, like, and I was there thinking, oh my God, dude, of all those people pushing back their chairs, you do realise that most of them are professionally trained killers. I mean, soldiers. Why clanners always lefties? They're not. There's your answer. Your assumption is wrong. That's why it doesn't make sense. No, I'm not a lefty, I'm a centrist. Probably more left of centre than right of centre, but I'm kind of in the middle. I'm not with one extreme or the other, because I think one extreme or the other is a bad idea. Communist. I don't know, no one's ever tried it. It's never actually been tried. Every country that declares itself communist, in fact, isn't. It's a dictatorship. Which is why people think communism is a dictatorship. Sort of like, yeah. Well, because it's never actually been implemented anywhere. You think China's communist? No. The Make Advies Great Again party. Wasn't too keen on that guy. But what do you care? You know, some limey telling you who should be your who should be in charge or whatever. But I don't like getting involved in politics, and I hate talking about it. Always causes problems. Because what happens is people are polarised on personalities within politics. When you get down to the nitty-gritty of the bits and bobs they think, you know, we should tax this, or we should help people with that, or we should stop people doing this, or we should allow people to do that. More often than not, they agree. But they've just ended up, because of how media and culture work, they've just ended up on seemingly opposite sides of a conflict, where there isn't really a conflict. You're just arguing about which idiot you're going to have in charge. Because it always is an idiot, whoever you pick. It's just an idea that cannot be implemented. It's never been tried. Because whoever's in charge wants to stay in charge, and they just keep giving themselves more and more power. So eventually there's a rebellion and it collapses. Like they had an imperial system in Russia, didn't they? They had the Tsars of Russia, and then what have you. And then that was allegedly all deposed and gotten rid of, but in fact they didn't really get rid of it at all. They just got a new emperor. Sig61, evening Kalos and chat, and I agree, communism, it's great in principle, no country's ever been. No, it's never been. I mean, communist China is a dictatorship. Communist North Korea is absolutely a dictatorship. In fact, it's more like a royal system, you know, where leadership's passed from father to son. You could try it in a closed-off community, but well, essentially, Omnitech treats all people, as most corporations do in real life, as disposable assets. And some people didn't like that. They didn't like watching their friends die in mines and stuff because the company thought they weren't worth the safety equipment. So eventually, they went, that's it, we're done. Screw you guys. We're out of here. We're free. We've decided we no longer work for you. That was the beginning of the clans. It's in the little movie at the beginning of the game if you ever watch it. George Glass 87, vote for me! Free AO subs for everyone, yes, and you can make good on that promise, like all candidates can and always do. They never lie and do something completely different once they've got the reins, yeah. Let me drive, I can get us there, straight in the ditch. lazy plebs that couldn't pull their weight in the mines. I don't see any suits down there, do you? Yeah, clanners mainly revolt to the fact Omnitech claimed them as property. Do you agree with people as property? Because we have a word for that. And I will never agree with it. You know, if you play Fallout 3 or 4 or New Vegas, first people I will always shoot on sight. even on if I'm doing like a bad guy kind of playthrough. Yeah. Clanners should work more. Yeah, can't have the workers doing things like talking and thinking. No, we can't have that. Property's not allowed to start talking and thinking. That's dangerous. Can't be having that. Yeah, high school popularity contest. Yeah. Yeah, next thing they'll want bathroom breaks and, you know, rights. It's like Animal Farm, isn't it? Oh, come on, demons of water. I usually start farming these as soon as I get here for Dojas because they're one of the last ones to go grey. Because they're a little higher than the other stuff. Hi T00n, welcome to the stream. We're just boringly doing dailies. I'm just getting a Doja that we're going to hand in, then I'm going to try and level up a bit. Yeah, clans are kind of like the Fremen, but not. Because we were discussing that a little bit last night actually, and people were saying, I think Mahalik especially, because he knows the Dune universe books, you know, the actual Frank Herbert books. I've read quite a few of them, not all of them though. There is a lot. His son started writing them as well, so it gets a bit confusing because his son changed a couple of things, only slight things, but it did change things. But it's really quite interesting stuff to read. I'm going to have to leave earlier to pick up the kids and go vote on my speaking about popularity contests. Yeah, it seems to be that. I mean, whoever you vote for, you get the same damn thing anyway. Usually. You either get the same thing or you get something worse. Never seems to go any other way. The worm is the king and immortal. Dune is a mystery. Dune's a fascinating look at the human race thousands of years in the future, and a lot of Anarchy Online is based upon it. So to know and understand Dune is to know and understand more of Anarchy, really. If you want to get into the lore and all that sort of stuff. I mean, you want to talk about the role play and all the lore. Talk to Soto Mahoney. Bit of a authority on the matter, in fact. I vote with my feet. I think most people do. Yeah, in the later books you discover the worms aren't native to Arrakis. They were brought there and turned the planet into a desert. Because that's the best that's the environment that suits them best. They never really discuss if Shai Hulud is sentient or not, though. Although there is some discussion on it within the book, but not. It's not discussed in terms of narrative. It's discussed between people in the story. But taking some damage here off these Shadowlands mobs, damn 'em. I haven't seen it yet. It's not released in the UK yet. Mihalik has seen it, apparently. They were telling us. And they actually... I mean, does anyone not know anything about the book? Because if so, then I won't discuss it, because it's just going to be spoilers for everybody else. I can see someone's pet whizzing past me over there. I could do it the other way, you know. I do have an NT parked here. It'll be quicker. Evil. I think the NT's actually been parked here since the Advi Let's Build, and for the same reason. So we could run around just killing all the demons of water very, very quickly. And and then just crash log with the loot open, and then I could run to him to loot it. Because if you crash log with loot open, your ghost keeps loot, like someone is looting these remains. Quite handy dandy. Yep, Penumbra Forest, that's the right place. Well, the effects look like absolutely the dog's danglies, even on the trailer, and apparently they are. The story, they leave it where Paul and Lady Jessica meet the Fremen just after a certain fight and someone's death. I think someone else is doing the same as I'm trying to do, which is bloody annoying when it happens. I don't think the film can. I mean, have you seen the 1984 film? Because that didn't ruin the books for me. I just watched it and went, I never really pictured them like that. What I saw of the Baron in the trailers, I think it's John Baptista. Well, not John Baptista, but they make him more like that size person. You know, big and dangerous looking. Rather than almost like a pantomime character that they did in the 1984 film. All good to the guy, the actor that played it. He's a fine actor. But the way they sort of portrayed him within the film was he was sort of ridiculous almost. But in this, it's... Oh, God, what's the actor's name? I think he's Swedish. He's such a brilliant character actor. Everything, yeah. The dog's danglies. Yep. Stellan Skarsgård. Yeah, even his sons are brilliant actors. His son plays Floki, doesn't he? In the Viking. You know, Vikings. No, just Vikings. I'm sure it's his son that plays Floki, who's one of the best characters in it. One of the, most complicated, interesting characters. I kind of lost heart a bit with the Viking series. I enjoyed it all the way up until Ragnar meets his untimely demise. Even if that's somehow, historically correct, I was still like, oh, boring now, he's not in it. And yeah, Lagertha, oh God, yes. my kind of lady. Not someone you want to mess with at all, ever, under any circumstances. Ask the guy tied to the post. And I won't say any more about that, but when you eventually see that scene, lads, you will know what I mean, and you will wince. That's all I'm gonna say. Enzleric, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. How the devil are you? Come on, demons of shadow. What do you think we've got all night? Dear me. A Tannis Fixer redeemed hydrate for 100. Good plan. You've never heard that expression before, maybe? The dog's danglies. Yeah. Dog's danglies, the mutts, nuts. And the most polite version, of course, is the dog's danglies. Distinctly, yeah. Oh, the British have got, like, some of the best expressions, but I think America does... I think America's probably the best at swearing. Oh, no, it's the Danes, isn't it? The Danes can swear non-stop for 5 minutes without repeating any word. That's my kind of language, right? They've got so many great swear words that they can literally swear non-stop for 5 minutes without repeating a single word. Which is kind of terrifying, really. Where did I hear that? I think it was on QI. Isn't Sandy Toksvig, is she Danish or Nordic? Can't remember, but yeah. Toksvig sounds Nordic, doesn't it? But yes. Just got back home with my little boy. Time to get stuff ready for the next day at school. That's awesome. I remember those days. You don't really have to do that anymore. Because, yeah, he's at an age where he's more than capable of, well, we didn't raise him to be dependent. So he's quite capable of washing and ironing uniforms and everything else without without any disasters or anything else. The washing machine is not going to explode. Nobody's going to ER with burns or whatever from the steam iron. Danes have some serious competition, though. The northern Norwegians, holy moly, extremely colourful. Yeah. I was just impressed that, I mean, I could swear non-stop for an hour, but I would definitely be repeating myself quite often. You know what I mean? I just choose not to when I'm recording or streaming. Mostly. Now and again, I let the odd one out just because if you... The problem with always swearing, it's like spilling the pepper pot. Any sort of, you can't really then use swearing as to make the point because you've spilt the pepper pot. So there's so much there, and you're just not going to notice another one, you know? That, and I would get into trouble. Not with YouTube, not with Twitch even, probably. I would get into trouble with my daughter, or daughters, because their kids watch Grandpa on his videos. It's Grandpa. Grandpa tells the best stories. I don't. They just like the sound of my voice when I read to them. So, yes. Right, tea's going to be ready in 20 minutes. Do you want me to put Grandpa on? Yeah, put Grandpa on. So, hello, if you're listening. But I keep their names and general identity out of the interweb because It's the interweb. So yeah. Don't frost demons drop them as well? I think they do from memory. Let's have a look. Creepos, Somphos. No, wrong one. Icy predators, vortex voids, demons of water, icy shadows, and frosty rafters. So no, not frost demons. Yeah, so I'd get in trouble for teaching the grandchildren swear words. You know, so try and keep it. Demonstration, please, just for 30 seconds. No. I mark all my videos on YouTube. It says, select what... You've got to go through this. They really make it so if anything's identified in your video that you haven't disclosed, it's on you. Which makes sense, because there's no way they can police the amount. There's like... something like 1 million videos a minute are uploaded to YouTube. There's not nearly enough manpower in the world to watch all of it and decide if it's okay or not. So, I always put, you know, for AO, it's a cartoony looking game as far as YouTube's concerned. It's, you know, even people being killed in it. There's no real blood and guts sort of thing. I had a few of the Witcher videos not demonetized but reclassified, so you'd actually end up with virtually demonetized. No one wants to advertise on it, or the people that do are selling adult type stuff anyway, so it doesn't matter, or they're not worried about it. Like my Witcher videos get lots of beard products. I'm waiting for, you know, some company that makes beard products to offer me sponsorship. You know, give me a deal, guys. I'll talk about your beard grooming, whatever. You know, and you pay me money, and I talk about it. Say my beard's only this magnificent because of your product, honest, or whatever. But yeah, it hasn't happened yet. Probably never will. Not whilst I'm just doing AO stuff, you know, 99% of the time. I don't think they're like, what? No. Can you not, you know, play something? Can you play Fortnite? Or whatever the current cringe is. Remember the first year of university, me and my roommates used to have such colourful language, usually to be at a point, if we got in a fight, we wouldn't find the words to swear, they lost meaning. Yeah, exactly, yeah. It's an old saying, I think it's a Welsh saying, badly translated, but don't spill the pepper pot when you're talking. Because no one is going to pick up on the fact that you're actually now annoyed. You know, if you suddenly start swearing when normally you don't, then people pick up that I think he's annoyed now, even if they're not picking up on everything else, you know, tone of voice, volume, body language, etc. I bet a Doja dropped from one of the others that the other player was chasing around on his crap, which is fine. Perfectly entitled to do that, but it's just annoying when you want one as well, isn't it? Could you create a second account? Oh, always have a Froob account for transferring between your tunes. So the first thing I did when I made a Froob account when they came out, and people were like, well, you made a Froob account. You're not quitting your mains, are you? It was like, no, I want, you know, I can just do transfers whenever I want. And, oh, right. It's pretty obvious. And then I associated one of my Froob accounts because someone said, oh, if you associate the account so it becomes like whatever, then you can use the same login and also you get all your vet points on it. I was like, ooh, cool. You know, when we used to get vet points and now we don't. So you don't get the the Funcom points anymore, but you know, you inherit the vet points you did have. Twisted, welcome to the stream. I see you got an AC/DC for your keeper. I did. As a happy bunny now. Took him out for a test run after I got it. It was fun. Now I'm speed farming, he says, for a Doja for the little Advi, so I can finally hand it all in, then hand freelancers in, and I should be fairly close to 190 and start picking up some of the Inferno quests, but your luck with it is low. I was just lucky enough that I had I was the highest, well, I obviously was the highest bidder on the day. But I'm down to 55 points again on on Hodor raids. It's going to be a while before I ever see another one. They all seem to be going for 9 to 10k these days. I nearly got one last week. I was just shy. Well, the little Advi hasn't got one yet either. So, shouldn't he be next? I probably would put one on the Enforcer next, though. I should really put one on Callus too. I thought he had one. In fact, I was almost positive he had one. I can't find it, though. I've looked everywhere in his inventory. His expansive bank of... The bank is, I think, one free slot that doesn't have a bag full of junk in it. So the little Advi would... well, I say little Advi. He's not little Advi at all, is he? He's 220 AI 30 with like a tiny bit of research to finish, and then he's researched 80 as well. But he hasn't done his alphas and such yet. Oh, come on and spawn! Item assistant. I know. I even made a bloody video on how to install it and then never got any further than, ooh, look, higher resolutions on the old client. Woohoo! Thing is, if I'd been able to do higher resolutions on the old client, I probably wouldn't have got as involved and experimental with the new engine as I did. So, you know. Funny how it works out, but yeah. Yamoko, hello there. Hello, Yamoko. Haven't seen you for a little while. Welcome on into the stream. Nice to see you. I'm down here, by the way. Hello. Yes, bearded man in the corner, bottom left. There you go. That's me. Hello. I rescinded in the end. No, I'm not doing a webcam. No, I'm not doing a webcam. Oh, fine. I'll do a webcam. I don't know why you want to see me while I stream. Some people like it apparently, so I'll leave it. It doesn't bother me. It's there. I kind of half forget that it is until I remember someone isn't aware that it's there yet. Maybe. Leg cam at 1,000 followers. That's actually not far off. I don't know why you'd want a leg cam. It would be. It'd have to have like night vision on it or something because my legs are under a desk. And there's no light down there at all. If I drop anything down there, I'm like, right. Because there's no way I can see it otherwise. It's pitch black under there. I've only got direct overhead lighting and then this LED strip that I put up. Oh, I ordered some more acoustic tiles and the things to stick them up with. So they should be here Wednesday or Thursday or something. Foot cam. Well, I if you want to look at a pair of like size 10 Merrills in the darkness, I could do a foot camera, but I don't know why you'd want to see my feet. I really don't. I've got feet like a hobbit. There's nothing cool about my feet, trust me. I always wear shoes in this room because I do soldering, electronics, and all sorts of other stuff in this room. So there's lots of little sharp bits and bobs stuck in the carpet, and there's no way in hell I would walk in here in barefoot, not even in socks, because you just wind up with something in your foot, you know, so... And yes, it gets vacuumed and everything else, but yeah, those little wire filaments and things like that, you know, is not good. Not worth risk. I wonder if any of the others down here have respawned yet. Come on. Welcome to Anarchy Online, where you will spend countless hours trying to get a quick Doja. Could be a new kink. It probably is somewhere to some people. Yeah, or a resistor. I usually do pick up all the components that drop. Not that there ever is all that many. You know, I do work fairly tidy, but occasionally, yeah, stuff does just go pa-ching, and you don't see it land, so you don't really know where it went. Sorry, ITO Dairy, can't help with D-Shark at the minute. Active account is not on. Good old D-Shark. It is really good. Hence why so many people want it. I have one on my soldier, but he's SMG now, so... And I don't have the IP on him to do both. Aha, I see you. Demon of water, prepare to die. I think NT's about the best thing ever for farming these because NT has massive range and also just takes them down in mere seconds. One rotation of nukes. And the mobs are dead. Yeah, so if this was a video I was recording, you would see me sort of go, right, let's go get a Doja, kill a couple of mobs, and then I'd cut to when I actually loot the Doja. It's not that I'm trying to make it look easier than it is. It's just, yeah, I'm not rendering out 10, 20 minutes of me running around trying to get a Doja. Because, yeah, it's not quality content, is it, really? You know, like... At least on the stream, we can have a chat and stuff while we're doing it. You know, there's a difference. I mean, I'd have been happy if I got it on the first kill, because it could be an inferno now, trying to get started on some of the quests. Bah. Can't they all drop? Nope. They don't all drop. Don't waste your time. Anyone that tells you that is trolling you or ignorant. In this area, these are the mobs confirmed to drop it. So, Icy Predators, Vortex Voids, Demons of Water, the ones I'm killing, Icy Shadows, and Frosty Rafters. Not regular frozen rafters, only the Frosty Rafters, which aren't in the same place. In fact, they're all round one particular mob. For the most part, anyway. Later's going to participate at the popularity contest, I guess you mean, by voting the guy which will suck for the next few years. Yep, that'll be the one. I totally promised to do this. All you need to know about politicians is, in the movie, The Dead Zone. Seriously, what, if you've never read the book is better, but, you know, it is Christopher Walken, so it's worth watching anyway. And, yeah. Good movie. I think it's free on Prime or Netflix at the moment. It's an older film. It's like 80s, I think, maybe they made it. It is a good film. Walken has made some serious dramas, you know? Even if this one is sort of a spooky drama. They don't overplay the supernatural kind of side of it. It's much more grounded. Like, how would you actually react to what's going on, etc. Like, you can have the most supernatural thing ever as long as the people around are acting as though they're regular people reacting to these supernatural things, you know? Oh, come on. I'm betting money, 1 drop for the guy that I spotted over there. That's why they've gone. Yeah. Don't waste your time killing dozens and dozens of mobs that aren't going to drop a Doja, wanting a Doja. When people come on Discord going, oh my god, I've been killing mobs for hours and nothing's dropped, I always say, which mobs? About more often than not, they're killing the wrong mobs. That's why they're not getting a drop. Kite the whole bunch. Well, that's kind of not worth it because the ones that are up at the moment have no chance of dropping a Doja, so just kill the ones that do. These dudes in this area, usually, if you get here and no one's been here and they've all respawned, there's a lot of them. About 30 odd to kill straight away. They've just been very tight-fisted with the bloody Doja drops at the moment. RNG is kicking our ass. I have done that. I leveled this tune primarily by kiting with them. Taught myself how to kite. Died a hell of a lot learning, but I started to get it in the end. There's none any further around here, is there? I don't think there are. Isn't it just these dudes? Yeah, these are all like named mob stuff. Yeah, none of these drop it. If any of them are touched by Vanya or whatever, they do not drop. I saw you popping in. Or even dropping in, more accurately, because he did sort of go badoof as he landed on the ground. And we have lag. Come on. No, nothing on him. Hate when they get that. Loot. Loot. It's like trying to train a dog to stay down. No. No. Bum on the ground. That's it. Good boy. As soon as you take your hand away. Boing. Oh, speaking of doggos, yes, we're down to just the one dog again now. The older dog we took in, it's actually our daughter's dog. She's been staying with us for about 3 years. Yeah, she had like a series of strokes or something over a couple of days, and then she just couldn't really get herself up and walk around properly. So we went, to the vet, and they went, well, she's like over, 14 years old. There's very little we could do to help, She'd probably never be able to get up and walk around. You'll have to put a bowl under her every time she wants to eat, and you're going to be clearing up after her every time, she needs to poop or pee. So, kindest thing probably is, and we were like, yeah, really. She said, plus, the likelihood of having a final one and dying, another stroke and just dying anyway, is, very high at this point, so kind of sad. I stayed in the room with her and all that. It's just like, and squish the needle, and I was like, good girl, good girl. You know, and they just go to sleep, just like they've dozed off. And they're gone. That's it. Off to doggy heaven. It is sad. But yeah, you know, kindest thing, really. And she wasn't really our dog to begin with, so we still had to pay for it all. Surprise! Yeah, thanks for that. Sounds heartless when I say things like that. Yeah, she was a good dog. She's the one you would hear howling now and again. But, yeah, this was last week. But no, she loved... We were her little retirement home. She was never allowed on furniture with our daughter. But we're like, yeah, go on. You know, so it's like, go on, you can get up this once. But then it's a rule then, isn't it? And then it was like, next thing you know, she's got her own blanket on that cushion on the sofa. And then more and more liberties get taken. Yeah. Nah, she was a nice old lady. That's what she was. But yeah, I think she'd had enough. She was tired. Time to go, you know. So yeah, just the one now. He seems okay. I was more worried about how, you know, the other dog's going to react. But he seems alright, actually. He didn't grow up with her, that's the thing. And, you know, even after 3 years, he's, like, really focused on Mrs. Callis too. Much more than he is on me. So as long as she's around, he's fine. So, yeah, it's always sad. But, you know, it's the price you pay for how awesome dogs are, is that you have to say goodbye to them. And honestly, it's a price I'm willing to pay. You know, given how awesome a dog is to have in your home, you know, the price for having that awesome for 15, 16 years is there's going to be a sad day as well one day. So, yeah. Londis, welcome to the stream. Yes, come on, let's change the subject. That's awfully depressing. You missed Talk Like a Pirate. Was the Talk Like a Pirate? When was this? I missed Talk Like a Pirate. Whatever bastardization of Cornish there is. I can never quite figure out where is the pirate accent supposedly from? We hear it in all the pantomimes and movies, but I mean, where do people actually sound like that? Do you know what I mean? From what region were these pirates from? Yar, I be late. Yeah. It's sort of Cornish, sort of Irish. It's weird. It's from wherever Londis is from. Well, it is now. Now, Londis is full on Landan with 2 A's in it. Cockney pirate. Oh, come on. How long have we been doing this now? Is it like 30 minutes? We've been at this. Penumbra is absolutely the worst place for Dojas. It just is. Especially when you get to sort of like 201, 202 and your melee. Because everything's grey. So as soon as you attack it, it runs off and goes into run away and heal up mode. So you're chasing after this stupid thing while it's regenerating its health at a rate of knots that it normally wouldn't. while you're just trying to loot the Doja. So as soon as they go grey, I want to get to 205 ASAP, just so I can kill mobs that remain green in Inferno and get one there instead. And I'm doing it on the NT just because, well, at least it's quick, he said, laughingly. Your dog slept downstairs, then in my room, then at the foot of my bed, then snuck into bed at night, so I gave up. He just wanted to be near you. It's their natural instinct. Well, for some reason, I still have that in here. Yep, there you go. Couldn't give us stuff. It means nothing to me. Ooh, Vienna. Go on, what's that song by? This'll sort out the young uns from the old uns. Ultravox, hey, there you go. Either an 80s music fan and or older person. Midjure, yeah. Did you know Midjure did one tour with Thin Lizzy? Or a series of dates within a tour. He was just filling in. And yeah, it's in sort of a biop of Midjure. I'd never heard about it either. But yeah, and you say that to a Thin Lizzy fan and they go, fuck off. Just tell you to F off. Midjure was never in Thin Lizzy. No, he was in the band as a stand-in guitarist on a tour. And even himself, he said, oh, it was just terrible. Not because he couldn't play well enough to play rhythm guitar in Thin Lizzy, but because he turned up with his gelled hair and, yellow jumpsuit, and they were all in, denim and leather, and it just looked ridiculous. It's like he looked like he was there to deliver pizza or something, or just... Oh, Susie Quattro. I remember Susie Quattro. She won Rear of the Year 3 times, I think. And rightly so. Before the fashion for, God knows, ridiculous, whatever, gel or the thing they're injecting these days. Jesus wept. Yeah, before that sort of rubbish. Not really a Scott Gorham or Gary Morton. No, absolutely not. He is a very competent guitar player, but, the guitars in Ultravox are always really far back in the mix behind, the brand new 80s sounding FM processing synths, the DX7s and everything. You've really got to listen hard to find the guitar in an Ultravox song, but it is there. But yeah, he did like a few dates on a tour for them. I think he was just filling in because someone was ill or someone quit the band. Because Thin Lizzy has had like quite a few guitar players, maybe not recorded albums with all of them, but quite a few have sort of joined and left or what have you. Oh, come on. It's like there's pulling teeth and there's farming a Doja in Penumbra. I've been walking around this same bloody area now for like 45 minutes. It's hardly a quick daily, is it? Loot the fragments. No. No, I'm not getting into that. I have the key on one tune. I don't want it on another. Do it. Nope. 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 I refuse. Nope. I refuse and you can't make me. But it gives XP. Not enough for me to do it. Oh, this is just bloody painful. Come on. Just need the Doja, then I can hand in the freelancers, then I'm going to be very close to 190. Probably could have done the key quest by now. Yeah, daily that takes a whole day. I wouldn't be able to kite these mobs anyway, because they... Well, you can, but it's you're not kiting the way you normally do. Because the mobs are all running away from you, not running at you. Yay! Right, while I have loot open, quit, and relog. Tromby, redeem hydrate, indeed. Oh, I shall buff you with have Essence of Behemoth and Causating Screen. There you go. Someone's looting these remains. Yes, I am. I was away for just a moment and I missed the drop. You did, but don't worry about it. Huzzah! There we go, we got it. And clicky. Yeah, most of the Inferno quests involve being 190 to pull them, so... Right, we can hand this in, hand the freelancers in, and then see how close we are. The one I want to sort of rush through is the guarding the source one. Because I've already got the Libra codes, which is the Arsake part of that quest if you're solo. I've done a whole Inferno hard while Carl found a Doja, yeah. I think you gained about 1,000 times more XP than I just did. Or even will do. So, good going, my dude. I think I've still got brightness switched on. I added some brightness because we were on the old engine last night. Yes, it is. Let's set it down and we'll do it in-game instead. Because you can on the new engine. Something like that. Voila. Some kid getting shouted home by his mother outside. I don't know if you heard that. I did, and I'm wearing close-back headphones, and I still heard the bloody noise. Scarlet Dalquist, I have found a Doja chip in Penumbra. Please take. Yay! What's that? 189. Goodbye! Right, freelancers should should be completed. Let's have a look. Freelancers complete. Right, let's go hand that in. It's annoying because I can't spend IP in anything I want to spend it in. I'm title locked on everything, and I have been since about 160-ish, I think. Maybe 170-ish, so it's like a long time not doing anything with the tune, so to speak. It's going to be like 201, because I think on my base abilities, yeah, max for breed, so they can't be raised till 200 or 201 even. What, did you solo the mission yourself as well? Doing the Inferno hard. I soloed an Inferno hard very slowly, and I still got done before you did. Your NT reminded me of a guy named Forver from, I think, an org called The Defiant. Back in the day, he used to stand in front of Fairtrade Shop in Bury. Oh, right. Yay! He received an item as a mission reward. Don't think I did. Did I get a thing? No freelancers tokens. So we're about halfway to 190. Chain bad. Got Darker Sanctum to do as well. That might get us a little closer. I need to go get a temporary key. Not solo, but yeah, okay. He's got the pale blue shirt. GM Supernatural. I haven't got that one. I might have it on the 2019 server though. Fair trade in Bury. I had the sickest low-level PvP battles. Do you remember when they introduced PvP flag? Because I remember the day that it happened, and the activity around the Wampers was so intense. It was ridiculous. The amount of people just like ganking, re-ganking. I think I've got return to the agency handler. There we go. That's for the alien daily, so we can go and hand that in. That'll be a score. Mission complete. Goodbye. I can't believe that this tune is already AI level 23. Having... Oh no, we didn't have... PvP flag wasn't a thing. It was gas. And then they introduced PvP flags for people attacking bases. And sided guards and other flagged people and yada yada yada. But previous to that, no, we didn't. Yep, I'll grab one of them. Also, Dark Ruins, I could maybe solo that. Do the solo quest there. That would definitely get me to 190. Yeah, 2 HO Wampa. I remember at the Wampas in tier and, you know, like everywhere, basically. No, I distinctly remember it being introduced. That was pretty cool. Oh yeah, I need to swap HUDs to buff. Because of course you do, because you don't have decent symbionts in. Yet. I should give myself fresh set of buffs, maybe? A few, anyway. I'll give myself RRFE and that. Just before Shadowlands, yeah. It kind of made PvP more interesting, I suppose, but then people very quickly figured out ways to abuse it. Because of course they did. What did we think they were going to do? Yeah. It went from, someone just innocently going from A to B, next minute splat. But the old PvP rules were nuts. At level 75, you could be attacked by a level 200. So that's how the ganking used to be, You'd come out of a mission somewhere, and this is when people were doing regular Rubicon missions. You go to the terminal, you pull the mission for XP or for an item, and then people would wait outside mission locations for people to come out of those missions into 25% gas and gank them. And those people would be coming out and be like level 76, and they'd have like a 190 agent. Pew, 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 dead. And you could loot people in PvP as well. So anything they'd picked up in the mission, you could go and loot off them. So yeah, it was just a little bit different. There was no grace period. There was, but it was very short, and it didn't come up on screen when you entered. Now you come out and it gives you the gas countdown. It didn't. It was in system or something like that. It was really easy to miss because the chat system didn't used to work like this at all. You had one chat window for everything. And it was like, less than 10 seconds. So quite often, people would come out of a mission and sit down to heal or something like that. And by the time they'd used a first aid and because they were all separate as well. So they'd sit down and they'd use a health recharger and a nano recharger and then splat dead. So people were very, very mean back then. So have you got time to log a little doc? Do you think, maybe, for a quick inner sanctum? Yeah, and the speed, because we were all on mechanical drives then, there were no SSDs. The fastest drive I think you could get was to run, and a lot of us were still using IDE drives at the time. So, yeah, it was proper painful. Yay, Saavick has time. We'll be fine doing it, I think. Me and Saavick's actual main that you guys have, a few of you have probably seen, but definitely not all of you. It was interesting what Syntax was saying about all the crates over in ICC and they're the reason it likes so much. I was like, really? Is that simple? Surely they could fix that if they know it is that then. Just like redo the crates kind of thing. Where the hell am I going? No, over there. I couldn't see that. The ramp was in the way. LFT on. Where are you? Yay! Invite to team. Yeah, because the thousands of these crates in a REIT, so not a REIT, in ICC. Oh, of course I've lost grid space now. I've kept RRFE though, that's good. Interstellar Confederation of Corporations, yep. That's the one. I give you useful buff. I make you big. Just not bigger than me. Yay! Me being bigger than Saavick. With almost the same outfit. Yay! Right, come on then. I'm a big Amazonian lady. Don't you dare mess with me, you will die. I think I can see him all the way over there. Lingering soul. Come on. We're twins, easy. I know. I deliberately picked the face you use on most of your characters. It was like, I like that face. It is one of the better looking faces. Someone was doing like AI re-renders of the AO faces, but they'd been doing it, you know, with a in-game screenshot, so the face is actually wrapped around a mesh. So it was like beautifying everyone. So you would have like one of the characters they'd done had like a little beauty spot there, and it got rid of it. It did make their eyes look a hell of a lot more real though, and ridiculously sparkly and nice, you know. It even kind of beautified the blokes as well. It was weird. Like, you know, the classic engineer face one you get. It kind of like stopped him looking like he's been hit in the face with a mallet, because normally he does. Yeah, I would like a weapon that's quicker. In the Sanctum depths, yep. Can't get in here after 200 though. It's the darkest Sanctum mission. You get it between 150 and 200 from the Freelancer's droid. Or, you know, like the little floaty round one that looks like a seeker. And I distrust it intensely. Every time I am asking it for a mission, I'm going, it's going to blow up on me. It's going to blow up on me. If you are in here on the new engine, there's a row of stalagmites here that are invisible on the new engine for God knows what reason. What's the respawn timer on the reincarnator? I might go and do it after my dinner. It's pretty quick. I think it's less than 15 minutes. Pretty sure it is. Right, let's get a fresh rage. Fresh layers. Make sure you've done your procs and puller. Everybody on me, and I'll challenge her when I've got the NCU available. That's another thing I really need to upgrade, is my NCUs. I put these on at 100 and I'm still wearing them. It's 5 or 10 minutes. It's pretty fast. Much faster than a lot of others. I'll be glad when I've got the prisoner daily to do instead of doing Mantis. Because Mantis invariably takes 10 times as long to do. Yeah, I don't have the NCU, Saavick, to do Rage, Mongo and Challenger. I run out of NCU. Mainly because I got everybody else's buffs running, but hey. Yep, Saavick's Froob dock is as geared as you can get for a Froob. And one-hand blunt, so surprise, surprise, Saavick made her paid dock one-hand blunt. Force of habit. I know. I was so tempted to go melee on the new Advi, let's say, when I made him. Yay, 190. We good. We got a new perk. Can't spend it there. Bioshielding. I can go there. Or brawling. Follow up smash. I'll go for bioshielding though. More use at the moment. Yay! There we go. So can I now spend a bit of IP? I won't be able to increase my base stats because they're capped there, but I can start spending in all these again. And of course, can barely put anything into them. Melee specials. Sure, why not? Nano and casting. Still don't hit 1,000. Exploring. Trade and repair. Yes. Combat and healing. Yes. Still won't be enough to do the symbionts I've got. Right, I'm going to go and talk to the Yutto in 22,533. That is a lot. There's a Prelude to Chaos here as well. It's not a bad pistol, that. Not as good as a Dog of War, mind. Right, I'm going to go back to Inferno and do the guarding the source quest, the first couple of stages, because I think that'll be worth some XP. Grats on Title-6, I know. So now, I are Profession Enforcer, Profession Title done. Nozaro. Lots and lots of people bear. Yep. Literally that. Passage to Yutto Marshes. That's the one. One of these, please. Right, I'm 190, so I think the Yutto next to Mr. Richards should be available to talk to me now and give me the quest. I guess I can help you. Awesome, he will talk to me. Bought Shadowlands like a week ago and now I just want to play through. Nah, once you get into Shadowlands it's awesome. All the new gear, symbionts and everything else. You know when you're trying to get your skills together and you go, oh, I've put a head implant in but I don't know whether to have max biomet or max matter creation. With a symbiont you can max both. In fact, you can max every nano skill and a bunch of other stuff. Symbionts are way more powerful in those terms. Neuronalism. Neuronal stim. Neuronal stim. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Right, he is selling me to talk to the one who walks with the past. Where's that guy? Let's get the right planet. Map. One who walks with the past. Is he going to be zoom in? Is he... Where? Is he the one stood next to Ergo? Ergo guarding the source. It's not him. Paid seems a bit overpowered in your opinion. Well, play all the way to 220, then go back to your Froob and you'll realise, no, Froobs are underpowered. There is a definite power creep, though, to be fair. But there's a ton of content that's really challenging for paid players as well. So, yeah, paid players seem overpowered because you're seeing them doing your Froob content, which was all designed and done pretty much before the expansions came out, and, you know. Yeah, it's a much bigger tool set. We've got symbionts, we've got more HUD items, we've got bigger and better token boards and all other items. We've got access to more weapons, belt and deck items. You know, there's like a crossover, like you can actually put that on a Froob. You can't put that on a Froob. It requires you to have the alien invasion. sort of thing and all the rest of it. And then on top of that layer, you've got all the perks, and then you've got all your research on top of that. You know, so yeah, they've got it's like a hell of a lot more game as well as a load of, you know, shiny things. Trace, where is the one who talks with the past? Where's that guy? Is he? Let's have a look. Is he all the way south of here? Where you come in? God. There's Alb. Is he somewhere in amongst there? One who talks with the past. That's one who learns from the past. It talks with the past over here. Yeah, that's where he is. Yeah, near Alb. Yeah. Yeah, symbionts are a massive improvement to your character. Like, I don't know what you have in left arm, but here on this one, you need 3 base abilities, and you also need the treatment. So they are harder to use, but I get Heal Delta, Addle Def, Brawling, Addle Off, Strength, Radiation, Pit. So these are all clusters that you could put in an implant, but you could only pick one high one, one medium one, and one low one. Whereas on this tune, you get all of them, pretty much. You know, if you think of it that way, it's like having, 4 bright, 4 shining, and however many of the others, depending how many are actually in that slot. And depending on, you know, which symbiont it is, some have more stuff in them than others. Some of it's like redundant, like map nav and, you know, silly things like that, but it's a throwback to when that map nav was a usable skill in game. I was kind of glad they got rid of that and swimming, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's like you've put 5 shinings in there, or however many, and then another one, like a support, will have fewer shinings, because it's a different class of symbiont, until you get to alphas, and alphas have different stats from the others as well. But I mean, you really are at end game by the time you're messing with those. I mean, you've got to be 219 just to equip them, so. There should be implants with more clusters. There is. They're called symbionts. It's done. An implant with more stuff and slots in it is, in fact, exactly what a symbiont is. It just doesn't look... It's got a different icon, but essentially that's exactly what it is. Buble bath time for Saavick. Good night, all. Good night, Saavick, and thank you for the darkest Sanctum. That helped. That got us there. That got us to Title-6. Title-7, here we come, we hope. Mind you, you're not Title-7 till... Is it 205 or 207 you hit Title-7? Is it 205? Yeah, I can never remember. Feels like 207 is when you start seeing massive differences in the amount of skill. Because the higher level you are, you've probably noticed, ASA is... At lower levels, you can only increase a skill by 4 or 5 points at a time. But after 200, you're increasing that skill by, you know, a factor of 5. So instead of 5 points, you can put 25 points into that skill, or 35 points into that skill, you know. Title 7 starts at level 205, 400k IP. Yeah. 200 to 201 is like, it's only 80k or something like that, isn't it? It's really not a lot considering how much of an improvement you get to your character. The one who talks with the past. Hello there, sir or madam. 166, yeah. Well, after 200, like, you know, when I was looking at my skills there, so like nano and casting, I can increase in it from, because it's dark blue, I can only increase it by 1 point. So she's like, eh. But at 205, let's say, I could put like, you know, wait, like 20 odd points into that straight away, and I'd have the IP to do it as well. Yes, the one who is invited last asked me blah blah blah. Lots of XP just for running over and talking to a mob. Oh wow, we're again with the gifting. Bear87 gifted a tier 1 sub to ASA. It's their first gift sub to the channel. Thank you very much indeed. ASA, don't forget to thank Bear87 for the gifted sub. Traces, get hold of the recovery unit. Right, I've got a actual mission, which is, oh, it's over by the bloody spirits. It would be. Let's beacon. It can be random, where that can be somewhere completely random. Where's the nearest garden? There's Inferno Barracks. There's the 225 Incarnator. Where's the nearest one for me then? I think it's going to have to be Yutto Marshes and run the other way. Looking at that. Yeah, I think it is. So, Frontier. Yeah, it's within sight of Frontier. All it is a fetch mission, so... Not sure how I'm getting there, though. Yeah, I don't think I can run straight there, even though the marker shows me it being there. I swear I already had a gifted sub, unless it was cancelled or something. I don't think so. I can tell you if anybody cancelled the gifting. It would tell me. Oop. Run away! Yeah, I'm gonna have to swim through the lava. No, it's showing on my creator dashboard that's still there. So I can look at stream summary. It would adjust it if someone removed or cancelled any payment or whatever. It would show up immediately. So Saturday, yep, they're all still there. So I don't know what caused that. I feel like I'm actually taking damage from the lava. Oh no, afflicted Ermite is chasing me. That's why I'm taking damage. God damn it. I'm too slow. I'm not outrunning the trash mobs that aren't quite so trash when you're this level. Did I do my rec dailies? I can't. I'm over 170. Oh, you mean ASA? Yeah, you're at 166. You're right in the prime spot for your things there. That's a lot of XP. And at 166 you should be able to solo the whole of the wreck on a paid character quite easily. Might have to use a few tactics, but you should be okay with it, honestly. Yes, I've outrun how far they're willing to travel. Let's put the defensive HUD in, see if that helps at all. Probably not. The Elite Daily, I nearly always go for Smuggler's Den, even though it can be a pain in the arse. It's quite doable, and a lot of other people do it, so quite often you will find a team in the Mantis Daily. How far away is this damned mission? Get up on the find the bridge. There's a lot of big scary mobs around here. I should probably not have come this way. I mean, big and scary for this tune. Not big scary once you're 220 and everything, but right here, right now, oh my god, yeah. There's some, like, level 300s, I think. Couple of diners and stuff near the path. Do not want to go messing with them. Not on this tune. Not yet. There you go. What you'll find, ASA, is the most overpowered thing in Anarchy Online is friends. The hell is this mission? I don't want to be... Oh god, this is it here, isn't it? Random little cave. Right. I think I've run out of the high quality thingamies. Right, okay, so I have to pick up... Get hold of the recovery unit. Okay. Somewhere in here. Oh god, it's got locked doors in it as well. Oh no, I can't unlock the bloody door. I'm going to have to spend IP in breaking and entering. I hate you're forced to do that, you know. Right, let's go to 200. Right, now let's try and open the door. Yay. Wasn't going to spend a lot. Yeah, I know what you mean. You just brute force it. Yeah, people always talk about Iron Man challenge. My challenge is, right, do regular Rubicon missions, and the only XP you're allowed is when you unlock a door or chest. There's the real Iron Man challenge. No killing mobs. The pacifist playthrough. You can't kill any mobs. You're only allowed to use lockpicks and do trade skills for XP. No dailies, no nothing. It's over there. Okay. Got it. Temporal recovery system. Right, and who am I taking it to? Give it to Ergo. Okay. Beacon is ready. Time for the beacon. Yeah, pacifist playthrough. You know, like a lot of single player games, you know, the ones where stealth is quite a big option. You can do a pacifist playthrough. So, like a Deus Ex game or something like that, where you can play the whole game without ever killing anyone. Boss fights don't count, obviously. And it is really hard to complete the game without ever killing an NPC. But you can do it. Saving Malik hard on Give Me Deus Ex mode. That's how I found Gopher, because I was trying to do a pacifist playthrough and I was like, I cannot get past this. Every time I tried to do it, one of the NPCs died when Malik's ship exploded. or and then Malik would die, or you save Malik, but then this robot thing explodes and that kills one of the NPCs you've knocked out. So it was really hard, and I was missing one NPC up on the roof. You take him out and you think he's out of range of the explosion, but he's not. He's near a barrel. So when the robot blows up, the barrel blows and kills him. So you don't get the pacifist thing. But yeah, playing Deus Ex, which one was it? Human Revolution, I think it was. Not the last one, the one before it. Really enjoyed that game. Did a load of different playthroughs. Did like I think the first one I did like super stealthy hacker. I think I hacked every computer I could find in the entire game. I liked the mini game hacking. I thought it was pretty good, especially when you got quite good at it. You know, with having loads of inventory space for nukes and whatnot. It was really good. Really quite enjoyed it. I got something after me, haven't I? Static mission for the win. Simmits, I got trained by a Mortig. Well, you're a big girl, sort it out. Paste it into the ground. I got trained by a Mortig. No, you didn't. I got rid of it by going in there and it reset. Didn't follow me anywhere. Right, so we talked to Ergo, who is broken. You come to realise he's actually broken by the time you get here. Let's have a look. Greetings once again, Ergo. File not found. Error. Yep. Ergo is proper broken. Insert the recovery unit. So this is the temporal recovery unit subsystem. Big XP, thank you very much. What sort of changes did you do? Except there's loads of lore. Do we want to read the lore? I don't think I'm going to read the lore. I mean, I could read the lore. I could do narration voice reading of the lore. Ergo says, the nodes. They are my connection to the points of the source, 9 of them to be precise. They help me distribute the flow of energy coming from the source, to prevent anyone from using too much of it, so that no harm may come to them. Of course, some find ways around the system, but mostly I'm able to control the use of the source. Here, let me show you. Someone is chilling at Ergo and discussing long-term life goals, are they? Well, that's kind of cool, I guess. It's not a problem. It's a disaster. My nodes are gone. No connection. I wonder what happened here. I can't even find a trace of them disappearing. My logs show that they were just here now. And the next thing, they are gone. If I was going to record narration for this, I'd probably read it 3 times before recording. And say it all out loud so it flows a little more naturally. But yeah. You must help me retrieve it, Master. He sort of talks like Kane. I always imagine his voice is K9 from Doctor Who. So now we have... Get hold of the activation code and bring it to Ergo. Activation code. I have the activation code. Please show it me, Master. Another big XP for very little effort. The Beast, is that what the terminal calls himself these days? Shut it down so that I can get access to the nodes and ensure the protection of the source. Goodbye. But what do? We go in there and we don't shut it down, we kill it. And he says, oh my god, the source is unguarded, yada yada yada. So they go, kill the beast. Very little effort, he says. Well, this quest it was just running. Basically, all I had to do was run. Which, you know, isn't too bad. I will save everyone. There you go, I saved you all. Don't look at me like that, dude. It was nearly dead. I just finished it off for you. Was that yours? Were you training me with a nearly dead Mortig? Ooh, we are so close to another level. Very, 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 very close. There's the other quests to get done, but I think we'll save those for another night where we start the stream with those or something like that. In fact, yeah, let's GTFO as I run through all these mobs. Yeah, if you weren't here on yesterday's stream, we did a few bits and pieces and did Sector 42, and I won the AC/DC. I had the winning bid. So I got an AC/DC on the Keeper now. I was sitting on top of the mountain trying to figure out Costom scripts. Oh god. I have no idea, sir. There is the other one. Should I do Dark Ruins now or do it later? I think I'll save that for later. How long am I going to take doing Dark Ruins now on this tune? Too long, I think. I think I'll do it later for research and whatnot. It'll be a little better. Can I use any new nanos yet? In fact, where are those new nanos? There's this one, but this is 195, so no, can't use that rather handy dandy one. Came from Vulpu. What about... Yay, we got the new Mongo. Mongo break. Mongo's Titan. What's the requirement? Title from... I've already got it, yeah. What's this? Rampage of the Juggernaut. Oh my god, I have 2 of those. I didn't even realise I had 2 of them. Somebody had already given me. I need to talk to Vulpu and say, hey, I know this. You got me this nano, but I've now got 2 of them. Yeah, Mongo's Titan I already had, I remember now. So I think I'm up to date on most of those nanos now. Sell one. Is it really stupidly expensive, is it? Can't even lurk properly here. No, you either laugh or I mention your name and you're like, wait, what? I don't even check. I don't even go users in chat and spy and see who's there even. Don't sell it under 3.5 billion. God almighty, is it really that expensive? Because somebody else gave me a whole bag of nanos when I was trying to roll a different nano. And it was in amongst those. I didn't realise. What did I find? Right, well, last week somebody gave me... Let's get the gamma back to normal. Now it's not quite so dark. I was trying to roll nanos and someone went, stop wasting your time rolling nanos. Give me a bag full of nanos. And then Vulpu emailed me another nano, which was this. Rampage of the Juggernaut. And I was like, ooh, shiny. But I need 195 to cast it. And I just went through the bag that someone else gave me and realised they'd actually already given me that and I didn't notice. I think I went through the bag going click, no, without actually looking at what was in there. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. Okay, then. Right, deposit. Right, sent it to there. Does it drop as a crystal or does it drop as a disc? Let's have a look. Oh wow. Very rare and very sought after. I'll sell it for exactly the same price then. Drop as disc and nano. Right. I don't think I'm going to be on long enough. Where are we now? Coming up, getting on toward 9 o'clock. Probably a little late to start Dark Ruins, and I was thinking of making that like one of the regular episodes and cut it right down to 45 minutes. Yeah, some nanos are mad rare. Is a game a mockery? I've got the disc for that on my NT. I was dino farming and I picked it up. I think it was that. I think my NT's got it. I'll check that actually. It is rare. I'm going to log my NT because I think they've got it in their inventory. And I'll then by the time I log back after checking, I can check this guy, the GMI, and then I'll put it on for sale. I haven't sold that other Grace yet. I've got to shift a bunch of credits around to do it. It's going to be fun. It's rarer. I don't know if it's as desirable though. Froob can use it, can't they? So it definitely has its uses. Right, I was using my NT in Penumbra, so they'll still be there, but I think they had it in their inventory. Inventory? Oh, Kel's Neutronium Plaything it was. Okay. They do have some other expensive items that I've yet to put in. Wit of the Immortal. What was the other one? Yeah. Namet's Eye was the other one as well. I've yet to actually bother putting them in. I think Kel's Neutronium Plaything is not nearly as rare. Never sold a mockery under 3.8. Bloody hell. Don't think I've got anything like that. Jury rigged NCU. Major suppressor. Yeah, these were just random drops, I think. I've got intelligent extermination symbionts still for some reason. Kel's might be rollable. I'm pretty sure it dropped on a diner though. Because diners can drop stuff that's on not just on diner loot table exclusively. It's like it's on diner's loot table, but it's also on mission loot tables as well. Right, let's have a look. Don't kite hex, right. And sell. Order details. No. Create sell order. Hopefully I've got enough credits to create the sell order. Creation fee. Oh, God. Creation fees is bad enough. Not enough How many have I added? One too many noughts there. That's... Wasn't even counting. I was just waiting until I had 3 comma. That's right, innit? Too many zeros. Yeah, I was trying to sell it for 348 billion or something. Yeah, that's right. 3,462,500,000. Yeah, okay. Yep, there you go. So, not competing, really. And not undercutting. Which is, you know, that's just how markets work. There's always somebody trying to undercut or will buy if you lowball enough, people will buy your nano just to resell it at the price they want to sell it at. Oh, Stella's up, by the way, everyone. Show the young woman your wrist. How long has she got? 11 hours still. Okay. And I'll spam it in Discord as well while I'm about it. General. Show the young woman your wrist. RK5. General's been quiet today. That's weird. There was really busy discussions going on in general earlier on today, and then yeah, sort of quietened off. Okay. That's too many zeros, dude. I'm not sure if I'm... how long would it take me to do... Darkest Ruins? Dark Ruins. I think probably too long, I'm thinking. Probably too long for the... You know, because it'd be like nearer 10 o'clock when I'm finishing. I don't want to finish that late. I've got all my other dailies done, haven't I? Yeah, shut down the terminal is basically go do a beast raid. So, yeah, I think that'll do for this stream. Coming at 2.5 hours, and then we're back on Wednesday, so... It's a pity to sell that low. What? It kind of is, yeah. Right, let's have a look. Is anybody else streaming a bit of Anarchy online? We could go raid them if they are. Let's take a quick look. Yes, Twitch, I know that I am. There's me and someone called... they're in German though, I think. Yeah, I would say so. Anyone we know streaming anything? No, they're not online. I think Che is probably online because he's like always is. Yes, Che is online. We'll go raid Che. At least we know what we're getting into. I normally stream but not paid up this week. Oh, damn. Yeah. All aboard the Skylark. We're going to go raid Che. He's always good fun. He talks to everybody as well. He doesn't sort of ignore everyone. He's quite chatty, etc. So I feel safe taking you to him. You know, like big huggy sort of thing. Come on, all aboard, everybody. There's 41. Not everybody probably wants to go, or 7 people have fallen asleep. I listen to Carlos too because his voice is very relaxing, helps me get off to... Yeah, I can well believe it. Right, okay, we're going to go raid Che, everyone. Thank you all for... Dennis Fixers. Drooling down the keyboard. Yes, thank you all, and I will see you all Wednesday, where we'll maybe get some of the Inferno quests done. Maybe enough for us to hit 200. A milestone. Right, so thank you all for tuning in. I will see you Wednesday, and I will just say bye for now.